Therefore, when you come to Imam Zayn al-Abidin, salawatullah wa salamu alayhi, you find that our fourth Imam displays to us how one goes about establishing justice. Why? Look at him. He views injustice. He speaks out against injustice. He then writes about justice. And then he establishes justice. Number one, he views injustice. In Karbala, he saw his younger brother with his neck completely pierced. He saw another brother of his with his chest completely opened. And he saw his father with his head on one side of Karbala and his body on another. He saw this injustice. He saw the whipping that happened to the ladies on their way to Sham. He saw every piece of this injustice. Did he just see and remain silent? On the contrary, he spoke out in the court of Yazid. He spoke out by making everyone know exactly who injustice was performed against. By saying, I am the son of Mecca and Mina. I am the son of Zamzam and Safa. I am the son of the one who performed the tawaf and the sa'i. I am the son of the one who was taken by Buraq through the air. I am the son of the one who led the angels in prayer. I am the son of Muhammad al-Mustafa. I am the son of Ali al-Murtada. I am the son of the one who was the most patient of the patient ones. The one who used to weep in his worship. The one who fought 2 battles. Who pledged 2 allegiances. The one who was the most ardent in prayer. The one who was the first to come towards the call of Allah. The arrow towards the hypocrites in the face of Allah. The one who was the guardian of the wisdom of Allah. The protector of the treasures of Allah. The one who was a Mekki and a Madani and a Muhajiri and a Abtahi. The lion of Hijaz and the master of the Arabs. I am the son of Asadullah al-Ghalib. ومظهر العجائب والطالب فوق كل طالب. I am the son of Ali ibn Abi Talib. So then after that he says, I am the son of the lady who was deemed pure and a virgin on earth, until he comes to the point where he says, I am the son of the one who was killed in Karbala, for whom the birds continue to praise as they go over his body on the land. So number 2, what does he do? He speaks out against injustice. Number 3, he writes about justice. For Risalat al-Huquq of Zayn al-Abidin needs to be in the library of every Shia in the world today. It's there in Arabic, it's there in Persian, it's there in English. It is not an excuse to simply come forward and say, Zayn al-Abidin after Karbala, he just cried. It's nonsense. The Imam established a treatise of the rights of the creature with God, the creature with himself, and the creature with other creatures. Where, for example, when he speaks about parents, he says, Ya Allah, make my obedience to my parents sweeter than sleep for the drowsy. Make my obedience to my parents greater than water for the thirsty. He lets this, and he goes on then to give you the rights even of the animal world. He says to Imam al-Baqir, he says, my son, never treat a camel in a harsh way. For a camel is one of the signs of Allah. Never let your camel go thirsty. For a creature should never die thirsty. Yes? He gives you the rights of the animal. And then he showed you the establishment of justice. With whom? With the servants who were in his house. Because there were servants who in his house who were servants in front of the people, but they found freedom living with Al-Muhammad. Here is the point. Do not imagine that when a servant is with Al-Muhammad, he is forced to be with Al-Muhammad. No. Nathan or Qamba or Fidda were all honored to be servants of Al-Muhammad. That when Qambar was being killed by Hajjaj bin Yusuf al-Thaqafi, he said, it doesn't matter how much you tortured me. As long as I die on the path of Ali ibn Abi Talib, death means nothing. The servants in the house of Sajjad found their freedom in the house of Sajjad. That you had an occasion where Imam al-Sajjad, he calls out to one of his servants. He says, I need you to come here. No reply. Second time, come here. No reply. Third time, come here. Only then he comes. Imam al-Sajjad looks at him and he says, why did you come on the third time? He said, I wanted to taste the pleasure of a master who never becomes angry with his servants.